All right, everyone. My name is Professor Derek Anderson, and I will be going over an introduction to academic writing. Introduction to academic writing. Okay, guys. Next, we're going to go over our agenda. First, we're going to go over what is academic writing. Of course, academic writing is an argument, um, audience awareness, what we want our audience to be aware of, and the structure of the 5 paragraph essay, which is an introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay, and then we also have we're going to evaluate a model essay. So we're going to be working on that today. Let's get started. Okay, so then we have different types of writing. People write for many different reasons: friendly letters, stories, poems, journal entries, research reports. Okay, what are some other reasons why people write? And how are these types of writing different? Okay, so again, what are some other reasons people write? And why are these types of writing different? Okay, so here we have academic writing. And academic writing is different than any other type of writing. How do you think academic writing is different? And who do you think would read your academic writing? Who would read it? Why is it different? Okay, so we're going to talk about an argument. When we have an argument with someone, we're trying to get them to see things our way. We want them to agree with us. Argument is what makes academic writing different. We need to take a stand and support our argument with reasons, details, and examples. Why do you think it's important to support your argument? Okay, let's think about that for a second. Why do you think it's important to support your argument? Why should an argument be supported? All right. So next we're going to go over audience awareness. Our audience is the person who is going to be reading our writing. We communicate differently with different people. And look at the table on the right. How do you communicate differently with these people? So we have this chart here. It says your parents, your teacher, your siblings, and your best friend. Okay? Now we all communicate with these people, but we may communicate differently with each one. Okay? So I just have some different colors here just to show the difference, the different tones and ways that we speak to different people. Okay? So we have our parents, our teachers, our siblings, and our best friend. Yes, we communicate with all of these people. However, we do communicate differently with each. All right, so we're going to continue with audience awareness. In academic writing, our audience is usually our teacher or someone who we don't know very well. So we need to use a formal, serious tone. We want that person to take our argument seriously. What kind of language should we avoid? This is a good question. What kind of language should we avoid with audience awareness? Okay. Sometimes when we are talking to a person we respect, like a teacher, we don't want to be very firm or direct in how we speak to them. It's a way to be respectful. But in academic writing, it's different. We want to tell our audience directly how we feel. They should not be unsure of what we mean or how we feel. We should we should state our argument clearly and directly. Okay? And why is it important to tell our reader immediately? Why don't we give our reasons first and then wait until the end? Okay? Something to think about. Why is it important to tell our readers immediately? Why don't we give our reasons first and then wait until right until the end, excuse me. Alright, now we're going to talk about the structure of a 5-paragraph essay. Let's review what we learned about academic writing. Okay, so first we know that it is based on an argument. We need to state our argument directly. We need to support our argument with reasons, details, and examples. Okay, and now we want to look at a 5-paragraph essay. To help us do that, we're going to do some review. All right, and now we have a 5-paragraph essay. What are the 5 parts of an essay? I'm going to highlight each part. We have the introduction, body paragraph number 1, body paragraph number 2, body paragraph number 3, and conclusion. All right. And so what I will do is allow everyone a couple of minutes to read the paragraph fully, and then we'll talk about it. All right, guys. What I'll do is I'll read the introduction. I'll read the topic sentence in each paragraph, and I'll also read the conclusion. All right. So, introduction. Exposing yourself to culture is important for personal growth and development. Korea has a rich cultural heritage to share with the rest of the world. Korean food, music, and language are all unique and help make Korean culture like no other in the world. Okay, I'll read the topic sentence for body paragraph number 1, and it says Korean food has its own unique flavor and preparation process. If I can highlight it correctly. All right. Body paragraph number 2 topic sentence, and it says Korean music has always been a special part of our nation's culture. And then Korean language is an important and unique part of Korean culture. Okay. And in conclusion, Korea has a rich cultural heritage that is unlike no other in the world. Korean food, music, and language all help make Korean culture unique. Exposing yourself to all the wonderful things that Korean culture has to offer can further your personal growth and knowledge of a beautiful country. Okay? Some things I want to point out is you see what I've highlighted. I highlighted the topic sentence of each paragraph, body paragraph, and all the sentences after the topic sentence, they support the topic sentence. So all the sentences here, they support the introduction. Same with these sentences. They all support the introduction. Okay? They support the topic sentence in each. Alright? So let's do a little more work and we'll keep working. Okay, so we're going to continue to look at this essay in detail. We want to ask ourselves some questions. Question number 1 is, what is the topic of the essay? What is the author's argument? When do we learn what his argument is? How does he support his argument? And what does the author say in the last paragraph? Does he tell us anything new? Okay, let's think about those really quickly. I need everyone to just reread these questions here because we're going to be using them soon. All right, and so now we're going to look at the essay in more detail. We're going to look at the introductory paragraph. Does the author give the reader clues about what reasons he is going to use to support his argument? If so, where? And how does this roadmap help the reader to understand what the essay is going to be about? Okay. All right, guys, we're going to continue to look at another example. We're going to use a checklist on the next slide to help evaluate this essay. Really quickly, I want to just go over the 5 parts. This is our introductory paragraph, body paragraph number 1, body paragraph number 2, body paragraph number 3, and our conclusion. All right, I'll give everyone a couple of minutes just to read over this essay, and we'll talk about it afterwards. Okay, everyone, let's continue. We're going to read over this really quickly. The introduction says, today's sacrifices will lead to tomorrow's successes. Devoting time to study today will enhance knowledge and skills, ensure admission to a great university, and help secure a good job in the future. It is important to spend as much time as possible studying hard. And then you have your 3 body paragraphs, and then your conclusion. Okay, now we're going to use this checklist on the next slide to help us evaluate this essay. Let's continue. Okay, so now we're going to evaluate the essay that we just read. Okay, so it's a chart here that we're going to fill in together. Number 1, is there a clear introduction, paragraph, and conclusion? Okay, let's have another color here. Say red, that's better. Okay. Right, number 2, the author clearly states his argument. The author supports his argument. The essay is well organized with supporting details. And the closing does not introduce any new information. Okay? You want to make sure that when you're reviewing your essay or reviewing someone else's, that you consider these items that we just went over. You want to make sure, again, number 5, the closing does not introduce any information. Okay? Your conclusion should restate or paraphrase what you've actually talked about. You're wrapping it up. The conclusion is not the space or the part of your essay where you're actually going to enter in new information. That can be very confusing. So you want to make sure that it's well organized and you're supporting your argument and your arguments are stated clearly. Next, we're going to talk about brainstorming. You want to think about why your community, town, city, or country is a special place. Okay? If you were going to organize your ideas into an essay, what will your argument be? Okay? What would your reasons be? And what details or examples would you give? Alright. So we're brainstorming. This is what we're going to be doing mentally before we start writing. Okay? We want to brainstorm and we want to think of reasons to write our essay. Okay? And if you were going to use ideas into your essay, what would your argument be? Okay? Sorry, guys. What would your argument be? What will your reasons be? And what details or examples would you give? Alright, guys. So next, we're going to organize our ideas. Complete the graphic organizer with reasons that support your argument. Alright? So we have an example here to the right. Alright? And it says, this example here, this is our argument. Our argument is blank is a special place. Alright? Here, you're going to enter your hometown. Alright? So sorry for hope everyone can understand that. So your hometown is going to go in this box here. Okay? Hometown is going to go in this box here. So for example, let's say you're from New York City. You're going to write New York City here, and you're going to give me some reasons to support your argument. Again, your argument is blank is a special place. So if you're from New York City, why is New York City a special place? What reasons or details could you give me in order to support your argument that New York City is a good place? Okay, and in these circles, you can put the supporting details. So, for example, you can say arts, like Broadway or some musical theaters you actually can attend. What are some other things about New York City or your hometown that will support it being a special place? Why is it special? If I've never been to New York, why? What information would I need to know in order for me to feel like it's a special place? Okay, let's think about that. Everyone can complete this. Let's take a couple of minutes just to complete this graphic organizer. Again, you're going to put your hometown in the blank, and you're going to back it up with supporting facts and details to support your argument. Again, your argument is in the middle, and all the details surrounding it will support it. So let's take a couple of minutes, and we will talk about it when we get back. Alright, guys, so I hope you were able to fill in the blank with your hometown, which is your argument. Blank is a special place. New York City is a special place. Baltimore is a special place. New York is a special place. Florida is a special place. Why? I want reasons. You should have written reasons in the circle surrounding it in the graphic organizer to support your argument. That's what we're doing in our writing. Okay? We're explaining our argument and we're backing it up with evidence and details to support our argument. Okay? So please consider that. This is a good tool to use, a good resource to use. It's a graphic organizer like this, and it actually helps you organize your writing and develop your brainstorming ideas in order to assist you while writing. Okay? This completes our lesson on Introduction to Academic Writing. Hope that you guys gain a lot of knowledge, and please remember that you're able to go back and rewatch this video as much as possible. You can watch it as many times as you would like in order to get a better understanding. Thanks so much for watching, and have an awesome day.